3, 2, 1, start. To deny access to such information without citing any constitutional principle or enumerated grounds of constitutional prohibition would be to thwart the right granted by clause into bracket 1 of Article 32. Further, in as much as by history and tradition of common law, judicial proceedings are substantively, though not necessarily fully, adversarial, both parties bear the responsibility of placing all the relevant information, analysis, and facts before this court as completely as possible. In most situations, it is the state which may have more comprehensive information that is relevant to the matters at hand in such proceedings. Para. It is necessary for us to note that the burden of asserting and proving by relevant evidence a claim in judicial proceedings would ordinarily be placed upon the proponent of such a claim. However, the burden of protection of fundamental rights is primarily the duty of the state. Para. Consequently, unless constitutional grounds exist, the state may not act in a manner that hinders this court from rendering complete justice in such proceedings. Withholding of information from the petitioners or seeking to cast the relevant events and facts in a light favorable to the state in the context of the proceedings, even though ultimately detrimental to the essential task of protecting fundamental rights, would be destructive to the guarantee in clause bracket 1 of Article 32. Para. In the task of upholding of fundamental rights, the state cannot be an adversary. The state has the duty generally to reveal all the facts and information in its possession to the court and also provide the same to the petitioners. This is so because the petitioners would also then be enabled to bring to light facts and the law that may be relevant for the court in rendering its decision. In proceedings such as those under Article 32, both the petitioner and the state have to necessarily be the eyes and ears of the court. Blinding the petitioner would substantially detract from the integrity of the process of judicial decision making in Article 32 proceedings, especially where the issue is of upholding of fundamental rights. Para. This free flow of information from the petitioners and the state in a writ proceeding before the court is an important step towards governmental transparency and openness, which are celebrated values under our Constitution as recognized by this court recently in the Anuradha Bhashin into brackets Supra judgment. It is on the strength of the above exception carved out that the Respondent Union of India has justified its non-submission of a detailed counter affidavit, viz. By citing security concerns. It is a settled position of law that in matters pertaining to national security, the scope of judicial review is limited. Para. However, this does not mean that the state gets a free pass every time the spectre of national security is raised. National security cannot be the bugbear that the judiciary shies away from by virtue of its mere mentioning. Although this court should be circumspect in encroaching upon the domain of national security, no omnibus prohibition can be called for against judicial review.